Welcome back, folks. Augie Villalon here with NDP Athletics Broadcasting, bringing you live coverage of tonight's matchup between the Brandon Blackhawks and the Notre Dame Prep Fighting Irish. As it stands, all knotted up at 35. Drake Rowe leads all scorers with 15. And Ben Liparotto will start this half off. That's Stowe on the far elbow. Up top now for Fernandez to Liparotto. Underneath, cutting was Roa. Rebound taken by Fernandez, now knocked out. Stowe puts up the three, knocks that down. Sam Stowe from the far elbow. Foul called.
Fouls on number 20, Adrian Fernandez, his third. Team's first.
Foul called there on Adrian Fernandez. That's his third of the day. So Max Robin will check in for the senior. Craddock here's going to throw it in. Throws it way over to Ponatowski, guarded by Roa. Up top, McNair spins underneath. And a foul. That foul on Robin.
33, Max Robin, his third. Team's second.
It's 10 fouls on the day. For the Irish, Marino at the free throw line. First one up. Front rim and out. As a wise man once said, teams that can't shoot free throws are a lot like a dog that chases cars. Lifetime is limited. Marino back here at the free throw line for his second. That one through. I wonder if he heard me. Liparotto at across half court. Now Roa on the far elbow. Cutting Liparotto. In some trouble, now spins away. To the corner. Liparotto underneath. Hits Stowe. Near corner, three, no good. Stowe gets his own rebound underneath. Getting pantsed and a foul. Folks, when I say that he was getting pantsed, I'm not exaggerating. Jameson Craddock guilty of that foul.
Jameson Craddock, his first, team's first.
Wrapped around the waist of Sam Stowe, so he's at the free throw line. First one, Karam's out.
Creep in.
Second free throw, no good. Rebound loose, taken by the Irish. And now Sam Stowe cuts in, floater, no good. Rebound Roa, and Roa with the putback. So 2 free throws and then 2 points for the Irish, so we can just pretend that nothing happened. As McNair almost loses the handle on that, dishes that over to Craddock. Craddock, now up top for Ponatowski. To Taylor. Taylor hands it off. McNair works in, guarded by Liparotto. Spins away. Now going to re-engage underneath to the corner. Craddock, three. Off the rim. Rebound is loose. And a foul. Foul on Sam Stowe.
Number 15, Sam Stowe, his first.
First of the day and a timeout call. I forgot to press the +2. That's my bad, folks. So Drake Rowe leading the way with 17 points for the Irish. Sam Stowe second with 11. And Ben Liparotto and Lucas Catula with 4 apiece. On the other side, Jameson Craddock, the freshman, with 11 points. Dimitri McNair, the senior, with 9. And Lucas Taylor, the freshman, with 7. Irish out ahead by 4. They're shooting 38% as a team. The leader being Max Robin, shooting 47.8. as McNair holds. We saw the Irish shift their attention and face guard one player with Drake Roa as underneath. McNair, long three, knocks it down. We saw the Irish use Drake Roa to face guard the best player on the team earlier this season. We saw it several times. Be interested to see if they go for it again as Catula steps out. Roa up top for Catula. Now Lipperoto. Back to Roa. Roa works in mid-range. Nothing but net. Roa up to 19 points as 5.5. McNair to the corner. Craddock three. Off the rim. Rebound taken by Lipperoto. Sends that up ahead for Stowe. Stowe loses the handle of it. And that will be a turnover. So really what I've been seeing, Ben Lipperoto has drawn the matchup of Dimitri McNair. Roa handling Ponatowski. I'd be interested to see if the Irish switch off, as that's underneath, taken away by the Irish. Stowe works in with speed, loses the handle on it. McNair grabs it, Stowe dives, but McNair eludes. As that's through the hands of McNair, taken by Ponatowski, and now Craddock. McNair, they're gonna slow it down here as McNair hands it off. Ponatowski three. Off the rim, rebound, no good. On that putback, Sammy Corey grabs the rebound. Sammy Corey dishes that. Let's go. And now Stowe, Catula up top, three. Off the rim, rebound, nobody home. McNair grabs it. And McNair dishes that to Craddock. Craddock, step back to the corner. Ponatowski underneath, dishes that out to Marino. And now McNair once again. McNair over to Craddock on the near elbow. Craddock crosses to his right, hands that off to Marino. Now back up top for Ponatowski. Ponatowski to the corner for Craddock. He's had the hot hand from three. We'll see if they try to use him. As Marino in the paint. Works on Catula, through. Layup is good. Catula looking to draw something there. As he hit the deck. Referee's side not enough to elicit a foul as Roa in the corner. Loses handle on it, out of bounds on the Irish. And a timeout taken by Andy Durkin. 3:36 remaining here in the third quarter. Irish just sticking their neck out ahead by one. Back on what I was saying, I'd be interested to see if the Irish elect to move Roa over to take away McNair, as that's their biggest and really most dangerous and explosive scorer. See if they try to lock him off. And then switch Lipperoto over to Craddock. Craddock, the freshman, not the biggest in size, able to shoot it from deep, so if he gets space, he is very dangerous. I'd love to see how the Irish try to address that. 42-41 is the score, 3:36 remaining here as Lucas Taylor throws that in. Thrown right into McNair. Developed a speech impediment for a couple words there. Not sure what happened. McNair has Lipperoto once again, now over to Craddock. Craddock, guarded by Catula. Into the paint. Taylor spins, loses the handle, but out of bounds off of the Irish. Little hard to see. Do have a nice table, different angle. That's what I mean to say. That's thrown into Marino. McNair works in, triple team. Layup is no good. Roa and Wisniewski, hard foul. So
Foul number 1, Dimitri McNair.
first foul of the day on McNair.
Team second.
And forgot to stop the clock. Apologies, folks. Lipperotto out across half court over to Roa. Roa with speed underneath. And one! Drake Roa having an explosive game today, up to 21 points with 3 left in the third. One free throw here for Roa. Foul on Marino, second of the day. And the three-point play for the Irish as Roa cashes in on that extra free throw. Up to 22 on the day. McNair works across into the corner. Craddock underneath, mid-range, rattles around. Roa through 2 people. Gets that rebound, but taken away by McNair. Dishes that out. Ponatowski, 3. Knocks it down. Ponatowski had the open 3 there on the breaking out Irish. As Sam Stowe looking to answer underneath. Off one leg. Oh my goodness. Sam Stowe running out of steps to give there. Avoids the traveling. Laces that one off the backboard and in. Irish jump back out ahead by 3. 2:15 left as that's in. To Craddock. Craddock. Fouled. Foul there on Katula. He's going to sub out. That's thrown in. Up top, Ponatowski knocked away. Roa with speed. Lays that in. Drake Roa shot like a bat out of hell. Knocks that pass away. Irish jumping out ahead. Lengthening the lead. Corey guarding Craddock. Craddock, that pass knocked away. Up ahead, you guessed it, Drake Roa lays that through. And a timeout taken. The momentum swing the Irish were looking for as Drake Roa. 2 straight fast breaks.
That's a full timeout.
Full timeout called by Brandon. So the Irish doing a great job. What could have been an event that could have been taken as a negative. Let them get off their game a little bit with that foul on Katula. Able to stay controlled, stay calm, and it cashes in immediately with 2 takeaways and 2 fast breaks for Drake Roa. Irish lead by 7 with 1:41 left to go in the third. Lead scorer Drake Roa, 26 points, doubles up the Irish's second highest scorer, Sam Stowe. Those 2 lead the entire game. McNair has 12, Craddock has 11. And those are the top 2 scorers for both squads. Minute 41 left here in the third. As you can see the records on the screen, when you're in the playoffs, those don't matter. All it comes down to is who can play better on any given day, as McNair dishes that to the corner. 3 from Craddock. Knocks that down. Jamison Craddock missed, I believe, 3 shots today. Into the paint for Wisniewski, now out for Corey. Up top to a cutting Lipperotto. Back to Roa on the far elbow, up top for Wisniewski. Lipperotto underneath, Wisniewski rejected, but a foul. Foul called on Marino, third of the day. In a little bit of trouble now. 4 fouls on each team in this quarter. Wisniewski at the free throw line. Shooting 43% on the season. First free throw right through. Second free throw right through as well. (53-47) the score. McNair goes around. Now Ponitowski, three from the far elbow, knocked down. This Brandon team very dangerous, knocking down three after three. Under a minute left in the third. Up top for Stowe. Irish lead by 3. They need some points here. Back to Stowe. Stowe pumps underneath. Foul. Foul called there on Lucas Taylor, the freshman. Sam Stowe to the free throw line.
So
36.5 here. First free throw knocked down. Again, it's something that happened in the game before this between Linden and Lake Fenton, but if you're the student section trying to distract someone during a free throw, do it before they shoot the ball. Once the ball's out of the hand, you can't do anything about it. 36 seconds now. McNair working on Liparoto. They're going to try to save for the last shot, meaning they're going to try to burn 30 seconds and then go for something. Liparoto, the fast feet. Three-sport athlete, works on McNair. And violation called. I have no idea what the turnover was called for, but regardless, a turnover, 17 seconds, 17.67 seconds left for the Irish. As Corey handles it. Now back up top. Liparoto on the far elbow. Working on Craddock there. Roa, three. Karam's out. Corey, the putback, no good. Rebound, loose. Buzzer beater from Wisniewski just off the mark. And that'll take us to the fourth quarter. Irish leading this one 55-50. Augie Villawan with NDP Athletics Broadcasting, bringing you your live coverage of NDP sports. We'll see what each squad draws up to lengthen or shorten this tight lead. Been a back and forth game all season. Nothing that the Irish used to it, though. Their point differential just a -3. Close games beat Fenton and Flushing in OT. Fenton by 2. Genesee Christian in the last second. So tight games is not something that is new to the Irish. And 10-12 record. Lost on a last-second buzzer beater in their last game versus Port Huron Northern. So these tight games are something the Irish have become acclimated to. We will see what they bring here in this final frame. Augie Villawan with NDP Athletics Broadcasting. Coming to you live from Goodrich, where their athletic department has been gracious enough to let me broadcast. And her usual Dimitri McNair going to start things off. Craddock to the corner. Aquilina working on Wisniewski, now up for Craddock. Craddock into the paint for Marino. Marino to McNair with the and one.
Basket's good for Dimitri McNair.
Foul called there on Ben Liparoto.
Liparoto is third. Team's first.
First foul of the quarter. McNair with one at the free throw line. That one is up. And no good. Stowe with the rebound. Out of the corner, right back, Stowe. Works in, now steps back. Liporoto up top to Stowe on the far elbow. Now Catula up top. Over to Liporoto. Ben cutting in, backdoor dish. You bet it. Drake Roa. Even more points, back out ahead by 5. McNair now draws the Roa matchup. Something we might see more often as that's over to Marino. Roa looking like he is shadowing McNair there. As Craddock up top now works in, pulls back, foul. So that foul will be on Brandon. Foul on Aiden Marino. He's up to 4. So Marino now in a little bit of foul trouble. Okay, so that foul not on Marino, but rather on Aquila, as that's out for Liporoto. Liporoto to Wisniewski. Wisniewski hands it off to Roa. Roa cuts in through contact. Are you kidding me, Drake Roa? If my math serves me correct, he's up to 30 points. As Craddock puts up the 3. No good. Rebound. Ponatowski. That 3 no good. Catula grabs the rebound. Irish up by 7 as Sam Stowe holds. Up top now for Catula. Scoop shovels that over. Liporoto works in and lays it through. 61-52 your score here, just under 6 minutes. Again, these are the playoffs. Win or go home. Pontanowski to McNair. McNair works in. Looked like he walked. Wisniewski able to knock that one away. Ball on the ground. Wisniewski jumps on it. And a jump ball. Well, regardless of the jump ball, it will go to, regardless of the timeout or the jump ball, possession going to go to the Irish. Good hustle there from Rocco Wisniewski. Dove on top of that one. Referee talking something over with the Brandon head coach. Just out of my earshot, not sure.
Yeah, keep him in front.
Liporoto to Roa. Now up top for Wisniewski. Back to Liporoto, who now cuts in underneath. Layup. Right through. Not right through. I lied. I'm sorry, guys. I lied. Regardless, Irish out ahead by 11. 5 minutes left. 3 McNair. That one off. Rebound. Put back no good. Pickpocketed by Sam Stowe. Backdoor, Wisniewski, layup. And the timeout. Irish go on a run, jump out ahead by 13. 4 minutes, 40 seconds left here in this playoff game. So, full timeout called, which means I need to figure out how I'm going to kill 50 seconds worth of time. So this is districts. Winner of this game will go play Pontiac. We'll go take a scouting look at Pontiac. So Pontiac with a record of 16-6. Played some pretty difficult teams. They did actually play Brandon earlier this season, beat them by 30. And just looking over their schedule, relatively difficult schedule. Started their season out with one of the premier teams in the state, Auburn Hills Avondale. Lost that one. Played as expected. Played a lot of public school teams. Ended their season with a commanding 50-point win versus Detroit Ford. And whoever wins this game will face them. So McNair. 4 minutes, 35 seconds left here. It's McNair underneath fouled. So foul called on Rocco Wisniewski. First of the day. Jamison Craddock to throw it in. That one in. To Marino, now up top. Back to Craddock from the three. Wisniewski fell down. Three, no good. Rebound taken by Lipparoto. Lipparoto out across half court now. Hands that to Drake Roa. Now Lipparoto on the near elbow. Gets the pick. Almost loses the handle. Over to Wisniewski. Now Stowe. On the near elbow. Up top for Catula. To the far elbow for Roa. Roa, floater, right through. Drake Roa going nuclear today. McNair works underneath. Running out of room. Quadruple team comes. And a turnover. Irish ball. So the Irish strategy of just prevent them getting the ball to McNair working out pretty well here. So they're out ahead by 15. We were tied at halftime. Wide open layup for Wisniewski. Drake Rowe once again guarding McNair there. So sort of the trend that we've seen all season. As McNair underneath, looking back door. That one taken away by the Irish. Although Sam Stowe stripped backdoor McNair and the layup. Ends a scoring drought as Lipparoto thought about sending it the length of the court. Now comes across with speed. Backdoor Wisniewski. Tic-tac-toe for the Irish. Rocco Wisniewski benefiting on some good position play. Irish extending their lead. McNair cuts in underneath. And Marino puts that layup through as the press comes. Irish doing a great job beating it. Catula thought about the three, now going to slow it down. Irish going to try to kill some clock here. Ball carrier is drawing a heavy double. As Catula over to Stowe. Stowe sweeps that across the top. Back to Catula. Catula guarded by Taylor, back to Stowe. Stowe is fouled. That foul called on Craddock, second of the day.
Fouls on number 30, Jamison Craddock, his second, team second.
Marino checking out. So Feza, Odinga, and Aquilina check in. Checking out Craddock, Marino, and McNair. Sam Stowe up top to Lipparoto. To Roa. Now Stowe. Stowe spins, almost loses his footing there. Works around. Loses the handle of it, but pretty much a tactical move as there's a foul. So Josh Powers is going to check in.
Fouls number 5, Trevor Odinga, his first, team's third.
That foul on Odinga. Josh Powers checks in. Takes out Rocco Wisniewski. Josh Powers earlier on in the season had an electric game where he shot about 80% from three. Lipparoto. Working on Frezza, who's poking in. Now Powers. Powers gets the double team off to Stowe and gets that one right back. To Catula underneath. Catula getting quadruple teamed, I should say. Dishes that one over to Lipparoto. Lipparoto to Stowe. Irish gonna try to kill clock here. Roa. To Liporoto. Back to Stowe. To Powers. Back to Stowe. Irish just going to try to kill clock here as there's the foul. Carter Odinga fouling Drake Roa there.
Foul's on number 5, Carter Odinga, his second.
Benny Offer, Luciano Ruma, Christian Shirley, and Max Robin check in. Four juniors and a sophomore. Sounds like the beginning of a really bad high school related joke. 71-54. As Offer to Luciano Ruma, to Shirley. Minute left. Irish just going to try to kill it. Back to Powers. Powers to Ruma. Ruma to Shirley. Shirley guarded by Aquilina. And Offer handles. Benny Offer. This is that to Ruma, who is fouled.
Foul's on number 5, Carter Odinga, his third.
Checking in Gavin Rochester and Dimitri McNair, both seniors. And Luciano Ruma heads to the free throw line. 49 seconds remaining. Irish look like they're going to walk out of here victorious. First free throw from Ruma is good. Second free throw now for Ruma. Second free throw now. For Luciano Ruma. That one up. No good. Rebound poked loose and taken by McNair. McNair out across half court. Layup. Rolls it. Set on the rim for a couple seconds. Now Offer gonna try to get around McNair. Over to Powers. Now back to Offer. Ruma in tight. Robin. Layup.
Robin, 2.
74-58. It's McNair to the corner. Odinga works in, dishes out. Long three from Bone. Rebound loose. Ruma battles through to get that one. And now going to spin away, going to try to kill clock as we're down to the final seconds. And your Notre Dame Prep Fighting Irish move on to the next round, winning this one 74-58. Augie Villawan with NDP Athletics Broadcasting. Thanks for tuning in. We will hopefully be back on Wednesday.